Whoa. Okay, there we go. There we go. I'm still adjusting to the new room. I know you can't tell I'm in a new room, but I am in a new room. But there's a lot of adjustments. I had to buy a couple of like green screen poles because if I put this on the wall, then you see my walls. So I need to be able to pull up the green screen and move it back. But so man,
you see, I got my green screen room. It's my green screen room, right? What do you think?
Yeah, now your pictures are more squared. Yeah, today than yesterday. It's like every day your picture changes.
Yeah, I wanted to confuse people, but I can't confuse Healy. He keeps noticing the pictures, so I can't. I left him straight, man. I can't do it no more. It's ruined. Thank you if he's in there, ruining that one.
Well, we got a couple people in the chat that likes horror movies. I'm guessing they're here. Good old Bass McSlappy. He's actually. Yeah, now I hear big time.
Not from me.
Hello. Okay. Every time. That's weird. That is strange. Can anybody in the chat hear Hold on. Let me do this. Hey. Yeah. When I Bob, when I talk, it echoes. That is weird. You have something?
Nothing. I mean, I'm testing right now. I only hear it when you talk, so I don't know. I have no idea. And we're getting messed with again.
You see.
Take it back in, or
let me see. Yeah, echo. Yeah, see. How about this? I'll kick you out like a spider just ate you, and then re-click on with the invite and see if that does it.
All right.
Here we go. So I just kicked out fucking Bob off the channel. Fuck him. Let the birds eat him, right? Yeah, just me. Yeah, but when I take Bob off, when I talk, there's no echo. It's only echo when Bob comes back on. So maybe with him coming back on, it'll fix that. Well, guys, Bob's gonna be trying coming back on. But one of my favorite movies that now Crunchy B says it's a horrible movie. I have to disagree with him now. Okay. Everybody has that one. Oh, here we go. Let me see. Let's see. Okay, let me see. Now I don't hear an echo now.
Okay, how about now? To Alpha Bravo Charlie.
No, you're fine. It's just when I talk is echoing like through you somehow. So hey, we got it. I was just telling the people that everybody has that one movie for themselves that for whatever reason you have to watch it every year. Everybody has their own movie.
Yeah.
For me, there's no secret that movie for me is Eight-Legged Freaks.
I love it.
I absolutely love Eight-Legged Freaks. Now, I always say that modern horror movies, not all, but percentage-wise, are not as good as the older ones because the older ones had like more story or more of this. But Eight-Legged Freaks came out in 2006, and it had that old. Let me see here. Let me see if I can read. Kind of in case anybody hasn't seen it. Storyline. Of course, this movie is also in Arizona, just like the Night of Olympus. Okay, after a long absence, Chris McCormick returns to his quiet hometown of Prosperity, Arizona, to reopen his late father's mine. However, a chemical spill and a lethal toxic waste have created an unstoppable army of giant spiders who prey on the unexpected locals, turning Prosperity into an endless buffet. Okay, now technically, if the movie where the truck was going, the toxic gallon broke out the truck, went into the water. Now, technically, the spiders didn't get it there. If anybody saw the movie, will know that like flies and stuff, whatever insects were eating it, and then the guy uses it to feed his spiders.
Yeah.
So he put the radioactive, which I don't understand why those insects didn't grow, but I don't care.
That's what I said. Why aren't the insects? Well, only thing that grew were the spiders, but feeding the insects to the spiders So I'm like, what about the crickets? Because he was pulling crickets out of the water.
Yeah.
What about the freaking crickets?
Maybe the crickets have some kind of immune system that they don't get it. But regardless of that, he takes it back to the spiders. He feeds the spiders crickets, and of course they grow large. Now it's a 50s style movie where in the 50s they do over large, kind of like Night Olympus, right? Over large bunny rabbits. But this is the part that I love is they just don't use one kind of spider. They use all different kind of spiders. Let me see. Now, people, spiders are not cute. I got this video sent to me. It's not from the movie because if I play something in the movie, they might take it down. But let me share this screen. Just imagine, watch a spider right here. Okay, can you see it? Now, just watch a spider walk around. Maybe I'll overlarge it. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Okay. Now just watch a spider. Imagine this spider is the same size of you. Okay. Now let me go back over here. Let me press play. I mean, look. I mean, it's not even biting you, but those things are ugly looking.
Yeah, it's coming towards you. That was in Amsterdam. It's coming at you. Like it was in Amsterdam, filmed it in Amsterdam with someone, and the damn thing was trying to come after us. Like it was trying to make its way toward, like, what the fuck? It was aggressive. Like it wasn't running away. It was trying to come at, like, whoa. It's jumping and it's trying to come after, like trying to jump on us. I'm like, God damn, thing is aggressive. It wasn't going away. It was scary. Well, I'm not scared.
There's a picture of that spider. Somebody took is that a picture from you? You took this picture?
Yeah, it was in Amsterdam. We sent you.
Yeah. Oh, now imagine that spider grew bigger, oversized. That is some scary shit, man.
Yeah, it looks like I've never seen one like it before, and it looks like a damn scorpion, like a scorpion mated with a spider and had a spider scorpion with a big ass talons, like it was going to eat you.
Dude, shout out! We got a couple of people from the Facebook community watching this live as we speak. That's pretty cool. Essa Rug, Tony Day is watching us. Scott Marion, Nicholas Bishop, our good friend the Witch Goddess. It's time to wake up. Peroxison, Oxide, Happy Feet Gal, Crunchy Bee. Great horror community. Because spiders are now here. Let me put pictures of the ones actually from the movie. Here we go.
Big.
Let me see.
Jumping spiders and tarantulas.
Let me go here. We can start from here. And now, like I said, now you have this big, overlarge spider right here. I think that's not the tarantula one, because there is a tarantula in
those are the jumping spiders.
Yeah. You had the jumping spiders.
Yeah.
And then you had those one spiders that I don't know what they're called, Bob. The ones that they're in the ground, and as soon as you walk by them, they jump out of the ground, and go bam, like just
pull you in. They jump on you and pull you into the ground. They're pulling them into the underground tunnels for the queen. They're bringing them in for the queen. Oh, and look at
this. There's the tarantula. So the movie stars Arquette, our friend David Arquette, which I always liked the guy. I always liked him. I mean, he's from a royal acting family, but he always seemed like a normal kind of a beer drinking kind of guy.
Yeah, he looks like shit now, but yeah.
Yeah, Joanna, what's her name? Also's in it. She's really big now.
She's in Avengers. She's in Avengers.
Scarlett Johansson. So basically, in the movie, once he feeds the crickets to the spiders, one of the guy knocks like a spider open, and it gets out, and of course, all the spiders jumping a bit. But I mean, the scenes in this movie, like one of my favorite scenes, is when they're all riding on motorcycles, driving through the desert, Arizona, and the jumping spiders are just like jumping on everybody. So this movie had comedy. It had that stupid mayor that tried to build a trying to build a wall in the middle of
ostrich farm. An ostrich farm for he had a restaurant in the movie. It was ostrich burgers, and just nobody caught on. Or like, we don't want to eat ostriches. We want to eat beef.
Yeah, it's a lot like Tremors. You're right. Tremors is another overlarge
beautiful movie.
Which gotta say, we have a tarantula hawk wasp here. Saw one dragging a tarantula across the yard last October. Then we caught it up and saved the tarantula.
Wow. Wow.
Hey, one of my early nightmares. I don't know if it's really a nightmare, but when I was a kid, we had we had two kind of spiders around our house. We had the Danny long leg, and we had black widow. We had a lot of black widows.
Yeah.
I remember having a dream for whatever reason that a Danny long leg, just because we've seen him a lot, actually made a cocoon around me, and then I was trying to crawl out before I could suck my blood out of me.
Yeah,
right before he bit me, I woke up. But
daddy longlegs they've actually got they've evolved whatever. They have poison sacs. They don't have any penetrating pinchers. They can't.
That is 100% correct. Those are actually considered one of the most poisonous spiders out there. But the thing is, they don't have teeth.
Yeah, I'm not telling you to do this. In fact, don't do this. But I was taught that if you take a whole lot of daddy long legs and you dry them out nicely, you can crush them down to a powder, and you can mix human feces that also you dry and use it into a powder. And if you mix them together, you've got a poison. Yeah, you can kill someone. Don't do that.
See, yes, but they don't bite. Yes, exactly. Yes. That's what we're saying. They don't bite.
They make a great poison.
Imagine seeing somebody and then have all these spiders come out of your mouth.
Oh, I remember people sleeping at our house when we were kids, and then the daddy long legs, you can't feel them, and crawling across their face. They don't do anything to you. They just crawl all over you. They love to crawl all over you. Daddy long legs love to crawl on people. It's fucking freaky, man. And they have those white little baby sacs, and when they open up, there's like thousands of them. Yeah, they spread everywhere. I'm not sure. I think they eat their mother after she has a baby. They eat her. I know that the black widows are eaten. So the black widow will have a male mate. She will mate with the male spider. And then the black widow will eat that male spider and then like eat him up, drink him, whatever. And then she has the babies, and then the babies eat the mom.
Yes. Some spiders, the mom dies. Some just dies. Some gets eaten. So it's all different. Spiders. And that's there's so many different kind of spiders out there, and that's what I'm so cool about this movie is having the different spiders in this movie. And there's a scene, maybe there's a picture here in the scene. I thought I saw a picture that it is true. To escape the spider, he was spraying the spider with some kind of a perfume. That is proven to be true, that spiders are sensitive to smell. So that could work. So guys, if you're going to go out in the desert or you're going to go into where there's overlarge spiders, you might want to grab some perfume or cologne so you squirt the spider so they don't attack you.
Yeah, and also feel lucky that you're alive. Like Eric's alive right now. We have a great show. You guys love Gypsy Road. We love the horror talk. Because if we were like spiders, then when I was a baby, I'm older than Eric by 2 years. So if I was born and then I was a baby and I ate my mother, Eric wouldn't be here. He eats the baby. No!
I never thought about it that way. Thank God we're not from a spider family.
Yeah, because I would have eaten my mother and then Eric wouldn't be here. So humans don't do that. He's like, what the fuck? Cycle of life. I'm going to eat a spider right now, Eric. Look. It's a Harry Potter spider. It's from the Harry Potter store, and it's a spider. I'm gonna eat it.
You know this scene right here where you see all those spiders on top of the wall. You know what that reminds me of?
What's that?
Now, people, we didn't grow. Bob and I did not grow up in a pink house with a
No.
fence. We lived in the gutters of a town called Herman. We live in the gutters. It was a very, it was just gutters, right? And there were times when you turn the light on, we were covered. This is gonna sound gross. We were covered with cockroaches. We were affected by cockroaches because we live in the gutters. There weren't like no exterminators. There was no. You call the landlord, they don't do nothing about it. So when I saw those scenes with all those spiders, I mean, I can imagine that because we used to have walls covered with cockroaches. When you wake up in the morning, you turn the light, they're all on the walls. And cockroaches, those suckers can live from a nuclear blast.
Yeah, they could live. They could live in nuclear. Yeah, they're supposed to be the only survivors after a nuclear war. And then it's the cockroaches world. Then they take over, and then they grow up and they get taller and bigger, thanks to evolution. And then they're gonna have cars and flying machines. And then they're gonna be sitting here on the Gypsy Road show, actually having a show, but with cockroaches. But the cockroaches will be doing the show.
Then there's Scarlett Johansson.
Oh my God!
Gosh, she was young. Damn.
She is hands down in a family-friendly way, a beautiful woman. Beautiful. And the cool thing is in the movie, I don't mind my daughter watching the movie. My daughter watched the movie with me, and she's sitting in the front seat of her boyfriend's truck, and he's trying to have her way with her. However, like myself, I always gave my daughter defense mechanisms, and Scarlett Johansson had a taser, electric taser, and she tasers his balls. Her boyfriend, he tried to aggressively have his way with her, and she pulls out a taser and tasers not his face, not his arm, but his nads. And the dude pees himself. Left him in the desert.
And another thing, the badass star of the movie wasn't like Dave Arquette. It was the Scarlett Johansson's mom. She was a badass cop. Instead of using a guy, they used a woman as a badass, and she was more, she wasn't afraid of nobody.
Nobody. She was a sheriff. She was a sheriff.
I think her name was Carrie Wooher, Sheriff Samantha Parker. Now I don't know I haven't seen her in the other movies, so I don't know if she's in anything else. But in this movie, she was badass, and they all get into that mall, kind of like the movie Dawn of the Dead, where they trap themselves in the mall trying to get away from the spiders.
It reminds me 100% of a zombie movie because they go to the mall, they hide up in the mall, and then at one point they all break up. She says, "Everybody grab a weapon," and so they go into the stores and they're grabbing pitchforks. They've got chainsaws. They've got baseball bats. They got anything you would use for a zombie, but they're fighting spiders. So if you're a zombie movie fan and you want to take a break, you can watch this movie.
Look at that picture. See, they got every weapon they can imagine.
There's a spider in my mouth. There's a spider.
Yeah, there's that goofy mayor guy, and there's that goofy cop. That kind of where that dog. Remember that? I don't know if you remember that scene where that cop guy's house. I think the animal, or I think it was a cat that gets inside the wall, and then the spider took care of the cat.
Yeah, because he wasn't big. They were only half the size.
Half the size.
They were half the size, and they were going into people's ventilation systems, and they were eating everybody's pets. They were pulling them. They were in your walls, and you're larger in the ventilation system, and pulling in your pets, pulling them into the ventilation systems and eating them. No, they wrap. This is what they do. They cocoon you first, so the spiders will cocoon you first. Then they spit a type of acid. They put their pinchers and they spit an acid into your body, which slowly melts your organs down into a liquid, like a liquid. So you're like a shake, like a protein shake. And then they suck your liquid out, like the protein liquid, like you're a protein shake, exactly like that. Digest you from the inside out.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
And then they try to crawl this probably this tower. That's probably a 4G tower. It's probably a 4 or
4G
no,
tower.
it's probably a 5G tower.
5G.
And, you know, when they try to call for help.
6G, 7G, we don't know. We don't know. We don't know what kind of G this is.
And then you got this cool actor who was like the DJ. He was the conspiracy
Truther.
guy, and he was awesome.
He was
like
a truther.
He's a truther. He was like one of the original truthers that's trying to tell people the truth. And at the end of it, he was correct. He was right.
Yeah, he was in a trailer. He was in a Airstream. He had a large Airstream trailer with a shortwave radio, and he'd broadcast every night about conspiracies, aliens, Bigfoot, and everything. He would have that conspiracy show every night. He would just rant for hours on a shortwave radio. Yeah.
I like that. Cats like these spiders. Well, yeah, I guess they do. Hey, they got to eat, right? Oh, yeah. This is a great movie, Crunchy B. Speaking of, you need to do a review on Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Loved it.
Dude, that's on my list. It's on my list. It's hard to try to, we do this 2 days a week, so it's kind of hard to know what movie to pick, but Killer Clowns from Outer Space is on our list. That's a great movie.
It's a sleeper classic. It was Killer Clowns from Outer Space is a sleeper classic, man. It's got great quality. Everything's done perfectly. Special effects are fantastic. Now this one, you remember them, Eric? You remember Starship Troopers?
Yes. With those
Starship Troopers with their large insects. They had the same kind of early CGI, or they weren't even CGI. It was like a CGI / using real. They CGI, but there was real bugs. And it kind of incorporated real spiders in this, real spiders. At the same time, they CGI'd over, but the quality is amazing for the time, dude. Amazing, man.
That movie was cool because it had like a boot camp. Yeah. On how they went through a boot camp before they went there, and their boot camp or their teacher or whatever had a missing body parts because they go fight, and these insects, they mess you up. And I think they're trying to capture the brain in Troopers, the brain to find out. I can't remember. Yeah. I remember they captured the brain.
Well, yeah, because they're Clondectu or Clondeson. Another planet. This is what I think flat earthers should actually take note of this, because I believe it's true. A lot of people talk about what are asteroids and what are meteors. Well, they explained it in that movie Starship Troopers. They're actually insects that are from their backside are actually launching large like a plasma. It's like a plasma into the air, and it hits the earth and it destroys all sorts of places, and so it's by insects. The insects are doing it. So if you're a flat earther, you guys got to realize that a lot of things that you think you don't know. Insects are out there launching the meteors.
Hey, nobody ever says if there's life out there that they're going to look like us.
I know.
They can have 5 arms, 5 legs. They could be spiders with brains and stuff. I mean. Yeah. Anything's possible. We don't really fully know.
I mean, yeah, because like Starship Troopers, they didn't know it, so they've got other planets with large insects, and those insects evolved. I mean, it could have been a culture where there could have been vertebrates like us, and then there was a nuclear explosion, and then the cockroaches took over, and then the cockroaches through time and evolution got bigger and monstrous. And they themselves became really intelligent, and they started launching out of their asses these asteroids and meteors and smashing on the earth.
Or they could look like clowns.
Or they're gonna be like clowns. Yeah, that's the smartest thing to do. Yeah, if I were to invade, I like your idea about the invasion though. They can hide themselves with a mask. They could hide under the mask as an invading alien force, but also clowns. I mean, you can come here as a clown, and no one's gonna fuck with a clown, and so they can get around and kill people as a clown and take people back to their planet as a clown. Yeah.
Can you imagine like this? Like, look at these spiders putting a web around you. I mean, that's probably some scary shit, especially if you're a parent. You're walking in there and then you're seeing your kids being wrapped up.
Yeah. They're being cocooned. They can't move. It's like Spider-Man.
Yes.
It's kind of funny because Johansson, she's in a movie with Spider-Man, right? And then this is before she was in a movie with Spider-Man. She's in this movie, Eight-Legged Freaks, where the same thing is happening.
No,
yeah, isn't he
Spider-Man? Yeah. The Avengers. Yeah. Yes, the Avengers.
The Avengers. Yeah, Spider-Man.
Yes.
And so she was at a young age as an actress. She was already familiar with the Spider-Man character. With the webs.
Like I said, this is one of my favorite scenes of that big truck and these spiders and these jumping spiders is chasing you on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
I mean, my God. I mean,
woo. Yeah. And again, a lot of you guys are hard hitters like me, and a lot of you gals out there, same way. You like to see the main protagonist walk away from an explosion. Eric, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know what they have a slow scene when you walk away from the explosion behind you because you're that badass. Like it's a montage of you going slow motion, and behind you there's a big ass explosion and fire as a super, like you're a hero, and there's always an explosion behind you, and you look badass like that. This had two of those scenes, dude. 2 of those badass explosion behind you scenes.
I mean,
great movie, man.
Just scene with Scarlett Johansson next to that spider's face. I mean, my God.
Oh.
I mean,
yeah.
You know what's sad about why we don't get kind of more of these kind of movies? Because if you gotta with movies, you gotta make money. I hate to say you gotta make money on movies. Now, if you go down, let me find out what the budget was for this movie.
Yeah, what was the budget for that?
The budget was $30 million, which you can see the budget because of the spiders and stuff. So they did pretty good with that money. Now, technically in the U.S., it only made $17 million. With worldwide, now it did make $45 million. But now, But the thing is, what people don't understand is in the movie world, when you see a $30 million and then you see $45 million, you're thinking to yourself, well, the movie made a profit. Actually, it really didn't make a profit. $30 million is just the budget of what it costs to make the movie. Sometimes when you advertise a movie, usually half your budget is in advertisement. So let's just say, for example, half of this movie's budget was $15 million. So you really say the movie costed $45 million. So the movie really just broke even. You know,
now they're making money at royalties. So I think they're barely making a living off royalties because.
I wish more people would support horror movies, kind of go see them, because if more people see horror movies, more of those are going to be made.
Yeah. I mean,
not the same kind, different kinds, different genres. Okay, now.
I mean, yeah. I mean, come on, man. You guys don't need to go see Leonardo DiCaprio. I get it. He's a cool actor. I get it. You want to support Leonardo DiCaprio. You want to support like fucking Brad Spitt, whatever the fuck his name is. All these George like Clooney's or whatever. I get it. They're handsome. They make good movies. They're fucking high budgets, but they slept with a Jewish fucking manager. So let's not watch them. Let's stick with the horror movies. Usually it's an independent. It's some college kids. Nobody wants to fucking support them in Hollywood. Nobody wants to put out a horror unless they're going to make money, and then it's going to be some stupid ass Japanese knockoff with a Japanese girl backwards, like she's walking backwards, like on her backwards, like she's coming out of a ring or something with black hair, and she's like staring into the camera with a white face. No, man. Let's go back to the originals with the spiders, the giant bunny rabbits. I'm seeing the blob. I like the blob, the clowns.
I agree with this. if more people see horror movies, there will be less stress in the world, indulging the fear and reduces stress. That is
Yeah.
fact. You know,
Yeah.
there is a company called Baumhaus,
Yeah.
and I love this company because they actually do come out with horror movies, kind of like guys. Don't bite me on this one. You know, the last Halloween movie was done by Baumhaus, and they made that movie for $9 million. So they're making these horror movies like the Visible Man movie, which was actually fucking good. They made it with low budget price, and they're making good small profits. Now that's the thing is, you have to make. He makes his horror movies like under 10 million. So,
Nice.
so even if it makes 30 million, it makes a profit. He can make more. I just wish that more people would go see the Baumhaus movie so they can even get more. Because not everyone's going to be a jewel that it comes out. There's out of every 5 horror movie, 3 of them are probably going to be stupid. But you get those 1 or 2 gems are like, damn, that was good. I can rewatch it.
Yeah. Now, personally, there is a genre I don't watch. There's a genre I don't mess with. Now, I'm not Kill the Tomato. Yes, the Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. That's a fantastic movie. Now, there's a genre I don't touch, guys. When it comes down to like these demonic, satanic undertones with the upside down crosses, the possessed person with the priest coming in, come on, man. No. Me and Eric were fans of the one movie. What's it called? You have your theme for it. She's possessed.
Exorcist.
What's it called again? Exorcist. Now, The Exorcist pushed the envelope. Done with it. I loved it. Done with it. No more of those, please. No more.
This is the thing about those kind of movies where you're talking about. Those kind of movies are good only if there's a one-off.
Yeah.
When you try to do a sequel like The Exorcist 2 and then you did a prequel, it doesn't work. Like Stigmata. Stigmata was good as a one-off. But if you try to make sequels and triples, they're not good. Those kind of movies are not good for sequels. So if you do like a one-off, now there was a movie last year, kind of like satanic kind of a movie, Bob. It was the first time almost over 10 years that my wife and I actually walked out of this movie. I didn't walk out, but I fucking hated it with a passion. There's a movie called Midsummer.
I don't know.
Midsummer, they're like these young kids, and they go into like this hippie village in this other country, and they sacrifice people, like jumping, it's like they jump off of a big tall mountain. They hit the ground. Like one didn't die, so the guy picks up a thing and like smashes it. It's like a really fucking slow burn. And at the end of the movie, you got to sacrifice some people, so you got to go into a barn and get yourself lit on fire. And I was like, dude, I was like, I said that. I go, you know what? I wish I was that guy to go into that barn to get burned because this movie was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I love horror movies, but these slow burn, like they're not even really satanic, where devils are coming out, kind of like the End of Days with Arnold Schwarzenegger, which is kind of cool. But this was such a slow burn, and then they sacrifice or burn themselves. So like,
let's not play with religion, man.
I was so pissed off, and I was like,
don't bring it to my movie theater. Don't bring them movies to the movie theater. Leave religion alone. I stick with the zombies. Let's stick with the killer clowns. There's no religion involved. Like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, Night of the Lupus with the bunny rabbits, all these beautiful horror movies, again, with the zombies. Let's just leave the other stuff out. I don't want to walk out like feeling like, come on. You've got good slasher movies if you're into that. I don't recommend it for children, but nightmares. But if you're into, it's all latex. If you're into the makeup of it, like if you're into Eric, I'm strictly into latex, the fake blood. I'm into the cinematography, the music. I'm not into the over CGI, blah, blah, blah. I want to see a little bit of effort, like a zombie kind of a thing. So I like that. A lot of preparation stuff. That's
you know what?
Tomatoes. Everyone loves it.
But what you said about not letting kids, but you know what? If you sit there with your kid, like my daughter, her and I have been watching horror movies since she's a kid, and she's not afraid of nothing. I mean, she's
yeah, same with me, Jeremiah. Yeah, same me, my daughter, Jeremiah. Again, guys, we didn't watch the other. We strayed away from those other fucking no religious bully undertones. It was good old fashioned makeup, running from spiders, ghosts, love ghosts, exorcists. You were in Eric. What was that one? What they did with the camera? What was that one with the camera?
Blair Witch Project.
Blair Witch Project, and there was another one. You talked about the whole trilogy of them with a camera in the house.
There's Paranormal Activities.
Paranormal Activity, fantastic movie.
Yeah, and we're going to be talking about that in a couple of weeks with Viz.
Yeah,
he wants to come on for that show. And anybody in the chat, if one of you guys have a favorite horror movie you want to talk live with us on air, I'm going to put my email address. You let me know what movie that is, and then if we talk about it, we'll have you jump on. But I only want the people to jump on who really likes that movie you're talking about. Because if you've never seen the movie, I don't know what kind of I don't know how you're going to tribute.
Yeah,
Dogma. I love Dogma. Dogma.
Yes.
The boardroom scene. Oh, is that the one that kills everybody?
Yes.
He shoots everybody.
Yeah. It's a satire. Let me stress that for those of you watching Dogma, number one, walk into the movie and say it's a satire. So just know that it's just a satire movie. Nobody's being offended. Satire. Okay. Remember, satire. We don't have
this. Laugh out loud. I put on a horror movie house every year for my community. My favorite part is when they scream. I'm all for the basic fear of a horror movie. Yes. You know what's cool? You know what's cool in Australia right now? In Australia, they're trying to make money with these movie theaters because what's going on in the real world. But in Australia, you can rent out a movie screen for $500, and you invite 20 of your friends, unlimited popcorn and popcorn and stuff. Can you imagine Australia, dude? I would pay if they did that here. I would pay $500 and invite 20 people and put on a good old fashioned horror movie on.
Yes, I would invest in that. Yeah, I'd pitch in
for that once a month.
It's like getting a bunch of friends together, and everyone knows what I'm talking about. You pitch in for a keg, so everyone pitches in for the keg, and everyone has it. I love Paranormal Activity. Exactly, you pitch in for the keg. It's like pitching in for a movie. We watch a Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like depends on which one you like. There's so many of them. Yeah.
Remember, my dream was to always. Of course, it's a dream because I'm not rich. If I was rich, my dream was to own a theater. And then weekends do midnight showings of these movies. Because one of the funnest times I remember we had was when Friday the 13th Part 6 came out. They did a midnight showing in Fresno Theater. And inside that same theater, they actually have Part 1, Part 3, Part 4.
Oh, man.
Kind of like a horror picture show, but everybody was wearing hockey masks and all that. That stuff is fun. I wish. Oh shit! I got somebody from Twitter watching us. Good vibes. Awesome.
Woo! Hit Twitter. Hell yeah.
I'm proud of people from Twitter because our last two videos, one hit 25 views, one hit 38 views.
Nice.
Now we're newer on Twitter, so I love seeing people from different live streams that we're doing at the same time. We got two people watching us from Facebook, so I'm loving the different people. So I love it, and because people, I don't know why. You know why? Bob, you know how I know we're doing this for love? If you look at YouTube or any format, people who talk horror movies have lower views versus any other talk out there. They do. So when I see shows doing talk about horror movies, I love watching them, support them, because people, for whatever reason, they're I don't know if they're afraid. They don't want to talk about it. I love talking about horror movies, dude. I could talk to you about a whole day on Jaws. Even Jaws is good.
Yeah, it's no offense to the women when I say things like this. I'm just a comedian. It's like the fat girl. You know, everyone wants to roll a flat girl, but no one wants to talk about it. It's the same thing with the horror movies. You know, I was like, you know, nobody wants to be the one to put the more horror movies out, the scary movies. You know, everyone loves them secretly. That's why I'm giving it. Everyone loves them secretly, but nobody wants to talk about the horror movies.
I will. Now, there is one movie that I did see a year ago with my daughter. She liked it, but I didn't. I will never talk about this. I would never do a show on this movie. I hated The Meg. I just want to say that. I hated The Meg.
What is that?
Okay.
I don't know about it. It's probably
The Meg has that cool ass British actor, that badass British actor that fucks people up. That what's his name?
There's like 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, that's the bald headed guy.
Okay, I think he used. Oh, I think I know who he is.
Here, I'll tell you right now. It's gonna kill me. It's gonna kill me.
Okay. What is it about? A fucking shark?
The Meg. Oh, here's the Meg. It's gonna kill me not knowing the freaking guy's name. Stars Jason Stratham. Okay. They have an underground thing in the water, and they go into a section of the ocean that you can never get into, and somehow they open a thing where this large triple-sized shark gets out. Okay. So and they made like an action movie. So I was like, okay. Now I want to see this shark fuck some people up, right? It didn't really fuck people up. It did. I didn't like. There's ocean, little dog swimming in the water. I was ready to see the shark just go buffet, have a big huge buffet.
Yeah.
And it never had a buffet. I was like, dude, this, it's PG-13, so that speaks for itself. And I was like, which goddess, if you like it, don't let me put it down. I would just say they made it more like an action thriller instead of a Meg horror movie. Because when I saw this cute little dog, I was like, eat the dog, eat the dog. My daughter was like, no, you can't eat the dog. I go, yes, it's a big shark. It doesn't care. He needs to eat the dog. And they never ate the dog.
It's a movie. It's not real.
It was like Jaws. They got the big shark in the middle of the ocean and they fucking killed it.
Yeah.
So I was expecting a buffet. I want to see a shark buffet, right? If you're gonna make a movie about Jaws, where's my buffet? Where's my all these different people? It didn't do that.
Yeah, I mean, I always have to remind people when you're watching a horror movie to say, don't eat the dog. Well, eat the dog because it's not real. It's a fake movie. There is no dog being eaten.
That spider eat the cat.
There's nobody actually dying. So eat the damn dog. Nobody actually dying in the movie. Eat them. Eat the children. That's fine. There's nobody dying for real in the movie. Relax. Eat the puppies. Have a buffet smorgasbord. It's fine. It's just a movie. I want to see it. I want to walk away with that.
Company.
Bubba Cup Shrimp Company.
This person says the book was much better as usual. Okay, it was based off a book. I didn't know that.
Okay, a lot of movies are. A lot of horror movies are.
The Jaws got actors that weren't really huge, and I seem like this one they try to get Jason Stratham, the actor, just to make it, like Dave Arquette's not going to bring a lot of people in, but Dave Arquette is perfect for what is this? The Meg was kind of just CGI overload. Was cool visually, but that CGI movie always lacked its substance. Exactly. The shark itself looked badass, but just show me a good blood buffet.
Hire staff. Now, remember, guys, I worked in a museum. I was an exhibit technician.
And that had good humor and some buffet. Exactly.
Yeah. I built sets. I built realistic, just like the movies in a museum. I built realistic sets. I know all about the planes, all the spaceship. I built the Mars. I built the moon. I built the substrate on many things, whatever it is, fake or real. I built it. And I like to see people put effort into movies, man. Hire people. Get people paid. Carpenters paid. Plasters paid. Get people paid. No, fuck the CGI, man. I'm sick of CGI. Hire people.
Yes. Yes. If you watch American Wolf in London, that is the perfect example of what you can do. You want to see a movie that had no CGI and those freaking alien creatures are look awesome. Is the movie The Thing. The John Carpenter The Thing.
Oh man.
And that's a movie we are going to be talking in the future. So I don't want to say too much, but that movie is a good example of what real practical stuff looks like.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I'm not a CGI fan, man. I don't like the lack of work. I want people employed, so that's why I give you guys support. No CGI. I didn't mind 300. 300 is 100% CGI.
Yes,
across the board.
And Jurassic Park.
Yeah, Jurassic Park.
CGI, but because they have the budget. If you don't have the budget, don't use CGI. Find people who love to make masks, who love to do special effects, like comic book writers and drawers.
Yeah,
people who are passionate, and you're going to get a better product.
Yeah, and don't hire top actors. Hire people that want to be good actors. Yes, The Thing. Yeah. Hire people that are good. They're just good independent actors. They're on their own. They're not part of no fucking. They didn't sleep with Epstein. You know what I mean? Regular fucking actors, man. Right out of acting school, like Ash. You know.
That's a good one. Also, Reanimator. That was good.
Yes, the Reanimator. Oh, I bow to you, my friend. I bow to you. Yes, Reanimator. Yes, those took work. Man, it took a set. It took a crew to put those things together. Wonderful movies. Again, you know, I support things like that. You know, let's just stick with that. That's effort. I want to do effort.
Spinning a circle, getting webbed.
That's perfect. That ain't CGI. People, that ain't CGI. That took an actor spinning in a circle on some kind of platform while being sprayed. That is an actor that had put a day's work in. If a plumber goes into your house and puts a full day's work in and sweated and worked his ass off, I want to see an actor fucking just as equally tired and sweaty. Put him on a spinning thing, spray him with waves, put him to work. Get him out of their fucking comfort trailers.
If you look at our thumbnail, there is a spider on top of our head. Oh, there's the cat, and there's that humor, that cat for the spider. See, I love that. Get killed by that spider.
And I like that they were eating house pets. That's good.
See,
we don't Night of the Lupus, not the bunny, the large rabbits, the rabbit-eating, flesh-eating rabbits were eating cows and dogs and cats and everything. So I like that. That was good.
Now I'm going to tell you guys what's the movie going to be for Thursday. Now, you could say this is really not a horror movie. It's more of a sci-fi movie. I guess it's just the way you could look at it. But I thought, since how things are looking in the world, I think it's time to talk about for a good hour, John Carpenter's They Live.
Yes.
We're going to talk about They Live on this Thursday, guys. Now, I know more people might say it's more of a sci-fi versus a horror, but knowing what's going on to the world and what they're doing is more of a horror movie sometimes than actually seeing blood and guts and stuff. So we're gonna get into deep on the John Carpenter's They Live. So They Live is not The Thing. We're talking about They Live.
They Live.
John Carpenter is about aliens on this planet that's already been here. So Austin, They Live. Awesome movie. So that's the movie that's going to be for Thursday, guys.
Rowdy Roddy Piper. Yes. That was back then.
I want to mention that, but I don't want to mention anything about that because that's Thursday.
I don't want to talk about it either. Oh, man. So hard.
Good friend, Gypsy Row watched Darkman the other day. Ash is the last mask Darkman took on the first movie. So by that one movie, Dark Man Strength, No Pain, is Ash really Dark Man? Dark Man, Dark Man. Is that the one where that scientist gets burnt up and he wears
I haven't seen it.
Dark Man? I'm gonna type that in. Dark Man.
I have not seen that. We'll find out. We'll have to look. Now I have to watch it for you. We like our audience. Now I'm gonna have to be forced to watch it.
I want to make sure this is the movie he's talking about because I've seen it. I've seen this movie. If he's talking about this one, the 1990 Dark Man, where is that cool actor?
See, yeah.
Liam Neeson, and he was,
yeah. Was someone Nielsen? Nielsen was in it?
Yeah, Liam Nielsen is the Dark Man.
Yes, I remember. God damn. Oh, sorry, no vein.
And this is also directed by Sam Raimi.
Yes, I remember that movie. I saw that
Sam
movie.
Raimi directed The Evil Dead, Spider-Man. So it's directed by a good person.
His skin was burned.
Yes, he is talking about that movie.
Yes, Liam Neeson. Yes.
I have to rewatch that. I haven't seen that movie forever, but I remember
that movie. Yeah, he was badly burned, and he wraps himself up. And he takes revenge.
Yes,
he takes revenge. That's a revenge movie, man. That's why he likes it. He likes I like the revenge movies too, by the way. I like it, but that one, yeah, he's burned up, and he takes revenge. It reminds me of like V for Vendetta. Over here in England, that's a true story. It's a true story for the V from Vendetta. They blew up at my time. They blew up Parliament. The guy blew up Parliament, and then they killed him. They caught him and killed him, or something like that. But in the movie V for Vendetta, they burned him, but he got away. Just like Darkman. It's the same theme as Darkman, and he wears the mask, the V for Vendetta mask, and he takes revenge again. But yeah. Darkman, good choice.
Darkman was not done with a lot of CGI, so a lot of that stuff was made by somebody. I mean, that's
scale, makeup, latex, everything. He looked really awful, and they wrapped him up. That superhero movie copied him. You know that superhero that's burned. You know he's
Doom Patrol.
What's it called?
Talking about the HBO series Doom Patrol.
No, not Doom Patrol. Oh, I know that one too. Same concept, but you know the other superhero that makes all these movies now. He's got two swords, and he's part of the
Deadpool.
Deadpool, yeah, Deadpool. His same concept. They copied that. Darkman was first, man. Well, Darkman was first, and then they copied it. You know, come on, let's face it. It's Darkman. It's Darkman, right? I mean, he's a scientist, and Darkman's a scientist. But, you know, it's the same concept. He covers himself up and fights.
A lot of people forget that people look at the modern day, like comic books, kind of heroes and all that, like the DCs and all that. But if you really think about it, the 80s and 90s were really done by the Tim Burton, Batman, Darkman, The Crow. A lot of these movies came out way before bad hit. You know, even X-Men came out before the fad of every horror movie is going to make $1 billion. Before that, you know, you had the Darkman that people love because they didn't make a lot of money. You know, a lot of people those. The Crow is one of my favorite. The Crow itself could be considered a horror movie because it's about a man getting revenge for raping his wife or become a wife and kill him and her, and he comes back to take revenge. I mean, that's a great revenge movie. Revenge movie music they put in The Crow is one for the ages. I mean, that soundtrack to The Crow with that the Cure song, all the time. I mean,
it's a soundtrack, man. The Crow is just a soundtrack. You could watch the movie, or you can listen to the soundtrack and always remember the movie. You just can't get away. Cloverfield. Yeah, ran around with a camera. Not a fan. A lot of people are. It was hard. It was difficult for me because I'm so used to seeing it. But they just keep you hanging too much for that one. For me, only for me. It's just I don't want to put it down. I don't want to put it down. Just for me, I'll give it four stars.
That was a J.J. Abrams.
Yeah.
Question. where they put you hanging. I did like the one. Then they call it Cloverfield. I can't remember, but it was like almost a sequel where they're in that bunker, and it turns out the bunker. Yeah. Oh God, I don't know. Somebody might know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I gave it a shot.
He's right here. He's right. Hellboy was actually out in the 90s and in the early thousands.
The early one.
The early one.
The early one. Yeah, because you've introduced a couple of good characters, and they're right out of the comic books, and they're like the underwater guy that has a water tank on, because the brilliance of that, the characters were great. The new one, CGI, just another fast food hot dog right off, drive-through fucking movie. Oh, I'll just take another hot dog. Oh, CGI, CGI. No, the original one had same old special effects. Love the special effects.
Well, guys, we're about up next to an hour. That's why I love these hours, because they're fast. You can just get going and keep going and all that. Oh, Dexter. Oh, man. I have a Dexter bobblehead doll.
That's cool.
I do have a Dexter bobblehead doll.
Hell, there's nothing wrong with that.
I don't know where I put it, but maybe I'll have it coming out. Oh, yeah. Now, guys, Mermaid, Empath, you're right. Now, like we said, we're not super fans of satanic kind of movies, but people there, I do love The Conjuring, but we'll talk about that movie later on in the future. But guys, we're gonna wrap this up. So this Thursday, we're gonna be talking about The Thing. So if any, no, They Live. I'm sorry. They Live. We're gonna be talking about They Live. So if any one of you in our chat loves the movie They Live and wants to come on with us and talk about it, here's my email. And my email address is also in the description, so you guys can see it. Here's the description. And here it is. I put my email address here. If any one of you wants to jump on with us to talk about They Live, send me an email and I'll bring you on. But you have to watch the movie. You can't just come on here and never saw the movie, all right? Oh, our good friend from Kermit, California. You guys rock. I always go in at the end. Hey Jason, our show Tuesday and Thursday, we only do this for 1 hour. It's just a 1 hour, just to have fun. We talk about it, and then usually I upload it to Instagram, because Instagram only allows you a 1 hour video. So we try to keep it an hour so everybody can watch it.
Yeah.
But come back on this Thursday. They Live. Jason, if you want, Jason, buddy, send me an email, Jason, and maybe you want to join us Thursday. Join us.
Because he'll tell everybody about all the bad shit we've done. Fuck that. Jason will tell everybody about all the bad shit we've done, and we won't.
What you're saying, Bob? We gotta get him on the 2 hour show.
Oh no, no. We just go off on bad shit.
Well, everybody, we're gonna end this show today. This was fun. And we'll see you. Now, tomorrow we have a show called In Search of the Matrix. It's going to be awesome. We're going to be talking about some of the things you could do in life to help you relieve stress by using the powers of the Matrix with a guy named The Matrix Unveiled. So he'll be on tomorrow.